Hello and welcome back to Dork Sports. Pike, Miguel, trainer. What's up, boys? We got a special guest this week, Mr. Nash Vegas himself, Andy
What's going?
Page.
What's good, boys?
What is happening, man? It's good to see you, brother.
Great to see you guys.
Now,
Great.
Andy's a fun addition because Andy's actually the type of person who will call into radio shows just to talk shit.
Hell yeah.
He'll start trouble. He'll like start problems. He'll be like, "Oh my God, this fucking guy again," and he'll be like, "Sounds like your coach is a bitch."
It's just what I'm
Hell yeah.
hearing. It's what the streets are saying.
Yeah. People are saying.
Oh man, that's a great bit. Trump fucking WIP caller calling in, just be like, I think he's a lame duck coach. That's my opinion.
When my friend from college was on ESPN radio for like a long time, I would call in every once in a while, and he'd like pit me against some of the dudes that like call them nonstop. Like there was a guy named, I think it was Dolphin Gary. What he would call in and say his name was Dolphin Gary. He was a Dolphins fan named Gary. And I would call in there and be like, yo, yeah, put on fucking, or I wouldn't say fuck, but I'd say, put on Porpoise Perry, dude. I got a bone to pick with Porpoise Perry. And this dude would call in and be like, I would call in his show as Lou Holtz and stuff like that. It was pretty fun,
I
dude.
love calling we've got I guess it's the flagship for the Titans here. It's sports all day long. They've got good personalities, but I'm assuming that this happens with every NFL squad, that you have one local guy. He's usually the older guy, and all he does is find the most negative, shit talking things to say about the only team that he covers in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah.
And whenever they've got him on, I always feel the need to call in and go, man, what are you doing, bro? Aren't you embarrassed to be 71
Aren't
years
you?
old and can't find a positive thing to say about the people that put money into your bank account?
A Sebastian Maniscalco caller. Aren't you embarrassed?
He sucks. His name's PK, and I hate him.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
always a constant pessimist in every sports town.
But they get paid. They
you
get
got
paid.
wait, you guys only have one?
Yeah,
We've got
true.
one. Well, we're the Titans. We have the
Oh my
smallest
God.
media. We have the smallest media attention and market in the NFL. But during COVID, Tannehill was the quarterback back then, and he was taking some of his receivers out to a couple of high schools to practice, even they weren't supposed to. And PK decided to go out and find out where it was happening and blow the entire thing up, get the team all these fines and get all this shit happen. It's like, bro, what are you doing? It's the team you. It just sucks.
Yeah.
How did he feel sharing a name with Subban?
Ugh, ugh.
That's like,
PK.
who's the guy? Tarico, I think.
Mike
Keeps,
Tirico?
I think keeps going after Shanahan.
I don't think it'd be
Is it
Mike.
him?
Mike Tirico is pretty safe, dude. He's like a
Who
pretty
am I
much right
thinking
down the
of?
middle
There's
guy.
someone that's like on his ass lately, like wrote this whole like opinion piece about how like the NFL owes it to bettors to crack down on Shanahan for or like questioning the journalist like ethics of not like
Oh
dropping
yeah,
the story
I'm
early.
with them. I agree with that,
actually,
actually.
all right. On
That's
that,
the
maybe
stupidest thing
Tirico
I've
is
ever
on.
heard.
I agree with that. How the
Are
hell
you
did
sure? Are
that
you
say
sure that's not
swallow?
Mike Florio?
Oh, Florio. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
My
sucks.
bad.
That sounds more. That sounds more
I can never remember.
likely.
I can never put a face to a name with these guys.
Well, one's Sicilian, the other one's uh, Italian.
Well, if Rossini probably banged him. That's why she didn't talk about
No,
The
no.
NFL owes a
Shanahan's a
lot to
faithful
us
man.
betters. I think the NFL owes a lot to us betters, actually.
Yeah,
And it's like,
like
yo, they had to report it because it was training camp, and that's the time that you have to report anything that's related to the team. Before that, like, nobody really has an
Jeez.
obligation to follow this guy around in his private life. And
You have an obligation as a journalist to report a story when you know about it, though.
do you?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's journalistic
That's
integrity.
that's the integrity unto itself. You'd say the good and the bad. Now, PK, I'm trying not to be a hypocrite. This guy never says anything good. But Shanahan finally had to say something because he showed up looking like that guy from that 1776 picture, all wrapped up in gauze
Right,
with
right.
busted
Because
shit. It's the
it's
only reason he said
now the
anything.
training camp has started. He has to tell everybody, hey, I'm not going to be at training camp. He has to like actually talk to the public because now he's a public figure. When it's
I
off
mean,
season, he isn't technically.
Well,
listen,
You don't have to report on stuff that's going on in people's personal lives if it's not like relevant to the ongoing season.
Steelers football is a 365 sport, dude.
Yeah. And the
That's that,
49ers are
but
too.
like the thing is,
the
yeah,
Niners are too. It's like it's very strange that like you would question someone's integrity for not like kind of hounding someone in their personal life when it isn't related to anything on the field.
Well, if we weren't interested in that information, it wouldn't matter. But they know that the
Yeah,
fan
but
base
your
is. It's
interest in it, like that's like saying that TMZ has a journalistic integrity obligation to like release the stories that they do.
eh,
You
these were
know?
beat reporters specifically for that team. That's a pretty big thing to be gathered in together and all have an agreement to not do it. You can't say it's not weird. He's one of the most popular, most well-known coaches in the NFL. It's weird that they were able to swallow that for that long. It seems more like it was legal liability that they were trying to work out about fault, maybe lawsuit against the woman that he hit, that they wanted
Right.
to get all that taken care of, which I respect that, but you can't say it's not crazy for that to have been able to be under wraps under such a popular
It
coach
is
for that long.
surprising that people would have agreed to do it, but then questioning their integrity about it is like I on behalf of the betters because the betters were going to
That's
change the
stupid.
lines that they
That's
put
Yeah.
down because
I
Shanahan
don't know
wasn't
about
going to be there for
the
2 days of
gambling
training
edge
camp.
is strange, but
yeah, no, it's not
It's
about
just coming up with
it's
someone who is somehow being hurt by it, and that's the only way that it's a question of integrity is like, oh, you have to find a victim that like is suffering somehow because of it. But like the betting lines weren't going to change. If everybody knew 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whenever it was that this car accident happened, it's not like you're going to see the Niners drop to like 7.5 over under.
Yeah, you're right.
well, I think it's more weird. Like I just think it's weird, like why they didn't just say it. Like I don't understand. I
it just
don't
makes it seem like
understand
they're
why
hiding
the cover
something.
up. Like I don't fucking get it. I don't understand why San Francisco, the team itself, didn't just make a statement. Oh, hey, by the way, the coach was in a car accident today. Everything's fine, but we'll let you know when we know. Like I
They
don't
may not.
understand why they didn't just do that.
They may not have known he was. I mean, at the beginning, they probably,
And
you
they
know,
did know. They knew
but
right away.
no, no. I mean, about how fine he was. I mean, he got fucked up in this car wreck. I
True.
mean,
But you
really
don't. But you
bad.
don't. But you don't even have to say that. You could just go. He was in an accident. We'll update you as soon as we know.
Yeah, they were showing him and his family some respect. It's just really odd for a popular NFL
I
coach to
mean,
be able to have that to be swallowed for 10 days.
We mentioned it last week. They didn't show Bieniemy's family any respect.
No, they sure
The
didn't.
second bullet has entered the wife.
Like, like it's more the double standard of it, where it's like
It is a double standard.
everyone else, this would have
Yeah, but
came out.
it's
We
not
got
a
to
double
watch that
standard
happen
if it's
live.
different people reporting. Like it's like Tim Kawakami who decided not to, but he
Schefter
wasn't
was the one
that
that figured it out. Schefter knew.
Yeah.
Schefter's just a
Schefter knew?
mouthpiece anyway.
Schefter
Yeah.
knew from the beginning.
Shanahan called him and told him.
Schefter's not a journalist, though.
Oh,
No.
but he asked him. Well, but then okay, so then yeah, that is. But that's how those guys. That's how the insiders become the insiders. Is
It
because
is.
Yeah,
they
unfortunately.
go, okay, hey, I won't drop this story, but you'll let me know when there's something that I need to know about.
Like
Yeah,
how Rossini does it. Rossini does it like this. You know, and it's obvious, and you know that got hidden.
And
And
by the
a lot
way,
of coaches,
and by
a
the
lot
way,
of coaches knew about that too.
and by the way, so does Adam Schefter.
Of course, yeah, all of them do it. They see them. Oh, yeah.
He does it the exact same way.
Schefter, and who's the other not Greeny, the guy that's just like Schefter, whose name I can't remember.
Rappaport.
Rappaport. All they do is they're mouthpieces for agents.
Yeah,
right.
To share the information that they want to get out. Rossini just went a step farther and started the stuff about AJ Brown and all this stuff, and actually started affecting perceptions and price values on players on behalf of a guy she was fucking. So
that is where, like, because I also like I wasn't really interested in the whole Rossini thing when it first came out. I was like, okay, she's a cheating horse, whatever. Like, yeah, she's trying to get information. That
yep.
Sure. Once I found out that she was also like influencing trades by being like dropping rumors that
Yep.
there's like some sort of locker room problem that like
Yeah,
otherwise there's no reports of. That's
that's the
that is
problem.
nuts. That's weird.
And we can all agree she's not the only one that does that.
Right.
She just the
Right.
means by which she did it are salacious. And Vrabel, for people that are familiar with him, we had him here in Tennessee for years. A lot of the players didn't like him. He's a hard ass. He's a disciplined guy. So how do you go up to these players in your locker room now and talk to them about maintaining the standard and discipline and doing the right thing? You know,
Yes.
he's lost some of that credibility. The Patriots better kill it again this year, but they don't have the benefit of a simplistic schedule like they did last year.
Right.
Did you
But
see did you see the well they do still have probably an elite defense.
they do. And a
Their
great
defense was
quarterback.
still good. Oh,
Oh
he's
man, wait
getting a
for the
little bit
soundboard.
overrated, I think, and it's starting to
A little bit.
be annoying to me. That is our guy from day one. I
That's
don't
the
know
pay
what. Oh,
pig.
here. Yeah, but he's not gonna probably pay off anymore if they're gonna start setting his line. We're gonna have to start hitting unders on him.
Yeah, I would suggest that.
Unders probably are a good idea for him this year.
Yeah,
Might be,
especially
might
rushing
be.
unders.
They're
Dude,
gonna
I
have him
looked at
People
run less and
like
less.
Yeah.
the last like thing, the rankings list of all the quarterbacks that got released. They put him at like 6.
That's crazy.
They put him top 10. They put him above Purdy, which is why I'm upset about it.
That's just from making it as far as last year. You
Yeah.
can't put him above. I can name 10 quarterbacks right now that I know are better than him.
A little
And I'm
recency
an idiot.
bias.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of recency bias.
But also Joe Burrow is still 4, and it's
Still
like
4, still in the elite 1 tier.
it's like, can he like play healthy for a full season and make the
Oh.
playoffs?
No, we can't because they don't put any money into his offensive line. That talk about the
Ohtani
most
just sent one to
frustrating
the
thing
moon.
that's the most frustrating thing to see is these elite talent, which Joe Burrow is. He is an
Sure.
elite talent. You don't surround him. Again, to go back to Titans, that was been our problem for years. And so now they brought in, they're not top shelf. Wan'Dale Robinson, he looks great at training camp. Calvin Ridley, who had to have these fake horse blinders made for him last year
Wan'Dale
to teach him to
Robinson,
play
wait,
the
wait,
ball.
wait. Wan'Dale Robinson was carrying the Giants when no one else was playing.
He's amazing. And I didn't realize he's
And-
only
and
5'6".
your guy
I had no
loves him.
idea. Oh, he loves it because he's quick and he's great at running slot routes. But I didn't realize he was as short as he is. Watching this stuff from training camp, he's the second shortest guy in the NFL. He's 5'6".
Oh shit,
Ben.
that's nuts.
I had no idea. But Calvin Ridley's Carnell Tate looks great. He better be as a number 4 pick. Then Pollard and Spear. The problem Titans are going to have this year's offensive line again, which hasn't been right since Taylor Lewan. But this is a turnaround season. Saleh is the guy. Everybody here loves him. He's disciplined. He's straightforward. Love the way he talks. Dable established. These clowns we had these last 2 years, trash. It's the most excited we've been since the AFC Championship.
Yeah. Do you guys know about the horse blinders thing though?
Oh yeah, y'all familiar with that?
Ooh,
Wait.
I feel like I heard about this once, but like never really like dug into it.
Calvin Ridley forgot how to catch the ball last year. Cam was doing everything he could to get it to him, and he was just drop. So they modified these glasses to use in training camp, and then the team allowed this video to get out as we're talking about things like Shanahan and all that, what you protect and what you don't, where they modified these glasses in practice to where he could only see basically where the ball is when it's coming in to reteach him. And this is a $48 million guy that ran Carthon, the backwoods strip club owner GM we had for a while, spent way too much money on. But they let that
like
get
a
out.
top?
He's a talker now. Rand Carthon is.
No. But like, doesn't Calvin Ridley still get paid?
Yeah, he's got a gigantic contract. Matter of fact, we thought they were going to void it out. But he got hurt. He broke his leg last year, about 4 games left in the season. He's looking good in training camp now. But they let that info get out that this man who made all this money, remember, he lost a year in the NFL when he was with the Falcons for gambling.
That's right.
Oh no, they restructured in March, and so now his cap
That's
hit's
right.
only 11 million.
That's right, just in case he forgot how to catch it. He's been doing, again, training camp is training camp. They're only a couple of days into it. But the other receivers, he's a vet, so he's helping these young guys like Carnell. Wan'Dale's not necessarily a young guy, but he's younger. But Cam is the key. but keeping him upright is the key.
Yeah.
And we've still got problems at left tackle. We've still got problems at right tackle. The only thing we basically got guaranteed is a left guard. Yes, he missed a year for his appendix, but it's great. We're as hyped as we've been for a while. It's not gonna. They ain't going to the Super Bowl this year, but they're not gonna. They're gonna win more than 3. The over under in Vegas, I think, is 6.5. Salah, Dable, and Cam.
Yeah. I think
You got to, I mean, all you have to do right now is not be the Jets.
The Jets is our first game of the year here in Tennessee, where Salah plays against his old team. They're putting Chris Johnson in the Ring of Honor. I'm sure y'all seen his ALS stuff that came out over the last couple of months. So they're putting him in the Ring of Honor while he's still with us. They better win that game. The Titans had better win that game.
Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily kill you that fast, but it would be tough to put him on TV in a couple of years.
Michael Ware.
He already can't talk?
No, he can't. He has to use a computer to talk.
Oh, fuck.
This happened in a 6-month period between his diagnosis. He went on the Today Show with who's Gap Tooth guy used to play?
Strahan.
He went on with Strahan, and technology has changed so much now where it's his voice. It sounds like him talking, but he has to use this device to talk. I mean, it is him and
right.
him
This is the one where he was like, Strahan was getting accused of also not being a good journalist for not asking him if he thought that concussions caused his ALS.
That's right. Yeah.
And guess what? First question PK asked our GM and new head coach for the very first press conference a week ago. What are y'all doing about that? When everybody's just asking about the team, there's a very clear association between NFL players and ALS as far as a percentage of diagnosis versus any other sport and any other job.
Is there?
Yeah. There's a lot of them. The Titans have
That's weird
special
because we
teams
looked
guy.
it up and it was actually like all the responses were actually there's no known causation between head trauma and ALS. Like this is like a hereditary disease.
I don't think it's necessarily head trauma. I think it's got a lot to do with things that they take, things that they ingest, performance related things. The Titans have a guy, he's a special teams coordinator, used to play for the team that has ALS. He's restricted to a wheelchair, has to speak through a computer, but he's been like that for about 6 years. He's like a really highly regarded assistant coach. But CJ2K, Chris Johnson, this happened over a 6-month period between diagnosis and not being able to speak. It just hits different people different ways. So attention's getting put back on it, that ice bucket challenge and things like that to go towards research and things like that. But there's an awful lot of athletes that get it.
Animal and cellular studies suggest that certain anabolic, androgenic steroids and heavy bodybuilding supplements may accelerate motor neuron stress or worsen underlying neurodegenerative pathways.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's also
so you're saying Lou Gehrig was on the juice?
Could have been. He was just on booze and whores, probably.
He's the first one.
Yeah. He's the one that started it all off. Kicked it all off. Of course, they were probably taking cow blood back then, whatever the fuck they did.
That original speech was supposed to be, today, I feel like the strongest man on the face of the earth.
Damn PCA home run. This would normally be the part of the show where I'd say it's important what you put into your body. Because
but you don't have your
brain. But yeah, quick shout out to our sponsor, Body Brain Coffee. Put in promo code Dorks to get 25 or 50% off a lifetime supply.
Today, I drank my Body Brain coffee, and I'm going to take a shit. Shout out Lewis.
Yeah, thank you, Lewis, for sponsoring the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about a sponsor.
It's all right.
Well, the thing about Body Brain Coffee is it tastes okay.
All right, then.
It's coffee.
It's not dog shit, right?
I on that line, I'd say maybe closer to dog piss.
It's got
Body Brain Coffee. It tastes better than dog shit.
It's got Tomcat Alley and Wakanda Dial.
Wakanda Dial? That guy died too.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
What the
I think there's Gaia Coxa in Body Brain as well.
Did he have
No.
Lou Gehrig's disease?
No, he just had I don't know, sickle cell or whatever you get. I don't know. I don't remember what he had. What happened to that fine acting young man?
I think that was cancer.
Oh yeah. Cancer is a body brain coffee. Don't get cancer.
His body rejected the adamantium. Or no, wait, what was it? No, it wasn't adamantium.
Vibranium.
It was vibranium there. Yeah,
Vibranium. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, learn your Marvel medals, dude.
My bad, Doc.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, we're getting into the preseason starts tomorrow, technically, on that
Exciting.
Hall of Fame game.
It's gonna be a banger.
Yeah. Kenny Pickett versus versus
Carson Beck.
Yeah, that's right.
Carson Beck, the carpet-sized flounder fish.
Fresh off his humiliation in the national championship last year.
They said if they get the ball first, he could. No. He could be the first person to throw the last pass in the college season and the first pass in the NFL season.
Hopefully he throws it to somebody else just like he did in college. The other team.
Man, that guy looks like a fish.
He went to Miami for his girl, if I remember right? His
Is
girl
that
and
why?
money, because they ran him out of Georgia. They were done with him in Georgia.
Georgia does that to quarterbacks?
Give him big heads. I don't know. They've had this last guy. This will be his third season.
Gunner,
I think.
what's his
Stetson,
name?
Gunner Helm?
Stockton.
Gunner Stockton, yeah.
And what? Yeah, he's all right.
They're not the best in the SEC anymore. SEC has got it tough this year because we're playing nine games, nine in conference games this year.
Are you wait, you're a Georgia guy?
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
We don't even know who our quarterback's going to be, either the true freshman or the redshirt freshman that didn't throw the ball last year.
But you're in Vandy land, right?
I am. And I got to go see Pavia a few times. It was really impressive, but what he willed his team. That was an example of somebody willing a team with their just drive and a lot of older players, which Vanderbilt had.
Top tier wigger, in my opinion.
For sure. But his family sure sent him down the wrong path after he humiliated himself after losing the Heisman and had a cup of coffee up in Baltimore. Yeah. Now if he's got any sense, I would go right back to Vanderbilt. They owe him everything. Putting that program back on the map.
He went no agent.
Can he go back to Vanderbilt?
Not to play, but he could certainly be there. He could be quarterback. I mean, they should be paying him just to be on campus and be Diego Pavia. Because
that's kind of what UCF's doing with Mackenzie Milton.
Exactly right. That just makes sense. Somebody will probably take a swing on him in the NFL, but he's too small. And apparently he was. We got a guy here who's really tied in with the Ravens and a lot of people on their team. And apparently he was just throwing ducks during practice. And the backup was killing him.
Let him.
He could play another. Yeah, he could play another like a Taysom Hill. That's what I would think he would kind of go to, but he doesn't. He's like who's kneel down, Jesus freak. Tebow. He's like Tebow. It's like, brother, you could have a further career in the NFL if you'd switch positions. And
Tebow would have been an absolute beast, like
tight end, man. God, he would have been
or
incredible.
Fullback, really, if that position wasn't all but dead.
No, Pavia could do something in the NFL, but not quarterback. Plus, when you got somebody like Lamar Jackson, like another guy who doesn't have an agent, who's getting paid, you can't have a backup that cameras come into the locker room to go see.
Yeah, right.
When you got Lamar Jackson as your number one, you just can't have that. So he's too big of a personality to ever be a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, quarterback is not a wigger's position.
No, not.
Tight end, defensive end. Safety.
Look at Brock Purdy. He's the farthest thing from a wigger that ever existed on the planet of Earth. And
John Elway.
Mr. Irrelevant. I'd love to see John Elway with chains and grills.
I'm trying to think of Manziel didn't work out.
Nope. No. And by the way, Manziel is Pavia's hero and was taking a lot of advice from him during the last part of his senior year. So
it's a terrible person to take advice from.
It sure is.
Baker Mayfield might be
Baker
crossover.
Mayfield's the man, and he is getting screwed down in Tampa Bay. Go, boys.
He's got a wig type personality. I don't know if he's
wig adjacent.
Yeah,
He's
true.
wig adjacent. Did you see him blasting his team right after signing some autographs for some kids?
I feel like
right
Derek Carr. Derek Carr strikes me as wigger.
Nah, I don't think so. That's
No,
just his eyebrows.
He was like a fancy pretty boy. That whole Carr family weren't they?
Yeah, his brother played at Texas.
Yeah, but he
Texas.
was the ugly one.
That's true.
For sure.
Right,
on their standards, he was the ugly one.
He was the ugly one. I don't know. Do we have any wigger? Let's think.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to.
Kirk Cousins pretended to be a wigger for about like 2 weeks.
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart
is as wiggity whack as it gets.
Jackson Dart plays with a chain on.
Good call.
Now the problem is that he might get broken in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but until he does, that's all.
Until he does, he's our boy, dude.
So you think CTE leads itself to wiggerdom?
Or wiggerdom leads the CTE?
Brother, talk about it.
All right, now
wiggerdom does lead to CPT.
And wanting a Cadillac CTS.
No, we're cooking.
I almost wish I was a Giants fan.
Oh, Bo Nix also.
Is Bo Nix wiggity?
I think so.
Is it just the name?
Yeah, the name's kind of.
I think it's just the name.
And he was also an Ole Miss quarterback.
Well, so was Eli, and Eli really wants to be wiggity.
True.
JJ McCarthy wants to be, but he's also the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Is there a correlation? Is there a correlation?
Honestly, they should bring in Diego Pavia just to be like, hey, we got a bunch of midgets. We have no idea what to do with them.
The Wigger Trinity.
It'd be fucking we got Willy Wonka up there coaching.
Can you imagine?
The Kyler Murray, Diego Pavia quarterback competition.
And JJ McCarthy, too, really.
Come on. Oompa loompa doopity, bitch. We up in this bitch. I can't wait to see how many. Okay, you guys are bigger bettors than me. Over under, their running back. How many games is he eligible to play in medically this year? Their running back. I forgot his name.
Minnesota's?
No, Giants.
Scatterboo.
Over under, how many games is he healthy in it?
How many games do we have this season? Is it 18? 17?
12 and a half would be my
what?
I think he'll play. I think he's tough. He might get 3 concussions this year, but that only put him out 4 games.
In the first 2. Okay, Jackson Dart and Scatterboo, how many games are they able to play together this year?
And Neighbors, because Neighbors isn't fully medical cleared either.
I forgot about that. He's their only chance. Right?
All right. I'll say both of them together. I'll say 8.5.
That's a high number, bro.
Yeah, but you kind of have to set it at 8.5 because, I think they played 8 games together last year.
That's true.
So, I mean, I set it at 8.5. I bet the under.
Yeah, you bet the under on 8.5.
Did they play in the same game together?
And not just starting and then knocked out whole game. Bell to
bell. Well, I
think that's way high.
That's
tricky because I feel like there's been a lot of games that Neighbors been knocked out of.
Oh, all 3 of them? All 3
No,
of them?
no. I'm just saying Scatterboo and
just
Dark.
the 2?
Yeah. I don't think they go 8 games.
I'll take the over.
Damn. Hey, Dable isn't there anymore to go into the tent and tell him to get the hell out and get back on the field.
Yeah, right.
Who? Oh, it's what's his name?
It's Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yeah.
So I got a feeling that team's going to be good.
That's going to be a very interesting team this year.
Did y'all see his introductory speech to the team?
Yeah, where he kept it was like watching a Jeb Bush rally.
Please clap.
Literally, I thought he was going to say, "Please clap."
Oh, here's a giant. You guys giants? Isn't it great to be a giant, boys? We're giants.
For a second, I thought he was going to Spaz, I thought he was going to turn and be like, yo, look, if you guys don't get fired up, I'm dropping, like, I'm cutting you guys. I'm
There
talking to
you
the
go.
GM, and you guys are not going to be on the team if you guys can't be excited about being on this team.
Low energy. Low
Honestly,
energy.
he should have. I feel like
Uh,
something to wake them up because he kept like, we're the New York Giants. And they're like, I know, man.
it
Yeah,
sucks.
we've
It
been
sucks.
Giants for 10
We're-
years.
we're
We've been
aware.
the worst.
I talked to my agent. I tried to get out of here. It didn't work out. We are the Giants. We're here.
They're like, I
Well,
guess, man.
is he making it? How many years is Harbaugh coaching the Giants?
He's a good coach, man. I think if I mean the big
Is he
if,
a good coach anymore?
he is. Yeah, he's a good coach.
Do people think that he was holding the Ravens back?
Some people do. Some
That,
people
like,
do.
I keep seeing, like, I have the under for them this year. I think that their over under is 10.5
Oh, wow.
games won. And I'm hitting the under on that because they were bad last year.
They were bad last year. Who was their head coach?
I know, but I don't think that it was because he was the coach. I do think, I mean, was that the year that he still had Greg Roman as his offensive coordinator? Oh, no. Greg Roman was on the
Chargers?
Chargers.
Yeah. So also, it was their defense that was more of a problem. I feel like they still have like a really high ranked defense. I don't know why. They were like their secondary was garbage last year.
Yeah,
Ray
well,
Lewis, bang bang leftovers.
they brought in Seattle's defensive coordinator
Okay.
because Seattle's head coach was their defensive coordinator beforehand when their defense was awesome a couple years ago to try and bring that back up. I just don't know. Like the problem is that division has so much turnover in it.
It does.
This year that who the fuck knows who's going to win that
I
division
agree.
at this rate? Like,
Well, the Giants aren't winning it.
well, the Giants aren't.
I mean,
the Giants aren't going to win it because they're not in it.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Well, the Giants are also not winning their division.
No, they're not.
Like, I mean, you look at it, honestly, you might even say that, like, maybe Cincinnati wins just because they're the most coherent in terms of maintaining what they've been.
Yeah, but they were bad.
But they were bad. Yeah,
They were very bad.
Like everyone said that he should have been fired.
There are a lot of people who are like, yeah, they should have fired him. I don't know. Like that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know how any of these I don't know how Pittsburgh's going to do with McCarthy. I don't know how.
I've been getting
That's a
more
great
optimistic.
point. That's a great point. So you were talking about Harbaugh and is it his fault last year? You going to put that on Pittsburgh's head coach last year? Their former head coach?
I think we've been just kind of the same team for a long time.
A long time.
It was getting stale. It was a mutual agreement. Tomlin didn't get fired, but they did talk to him. They were,
Well, it seems because you can't stay in the middle because you never get down low enough to be able to get some really high draft picks.
Yeah.
And they seem like as long as you had a winning season, you were safe there. And that's got to get old for the fans. When you've got such talent on the defense and you've got, kind of y'all have had some issues on offense. What's the outlook for this year for y'all with Rodgers?
I mean, it depends on how healthy he is. If he had a good year last year, he was good. He won us more games than any quarterback we've had since Ben, as far as just like being the difference in the game. I think the defense has gotten better in the offseason. I like our new defensive coordinator as well. McCarthy kind of is bringing in it's a different look as far as what he's been doing in training camp because he didn't have them hitting on day one. That was Tomlin's thing, kind of. And it seems like the mood in training camp is that all the players are healthier and happier. But we'll see how that translates.
I think they win the division.
I think we got a chance. It's a big question mark though. I think I was upset when we hired McCarthy because I wanted a younger coach that could be there for like.
Yeah, he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there for too terribly long.
But he is good at developing young quarterbacks, and I think that Drew Aller is starting to turn out to be his project.
Awesome. I think that they'll be better than the Browns. I think they'll be better than the Bengals, and I think they'll be better than the Ravens under their new coach. I really do. I think you'll win the division unless something terrible happens.
Just the Ravens Lamar, I mean, Lamar is still Lamar. We've had his number for most of his career, but I think most of that was under like LeBeau defenses. He's or at least like what LeBeau left in
You
the
just gotta make him
defense.
throw the ball. You gotta make him throw the ball and put
Yeah,
pressure on him. That's how the Titans beat him.
spy him down,
Yep.
keep him in the pocket.
Miguel, who's winning your division?
Oh, the Niners.
Yeah, I don't know about
Okay.
that.
The San Francisco
Okay.
49ers are taking it to the house this year.
You're gonna beat the Cardinals. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Good job. You're gonna beat them. Rams and Seahawks.
The Seahawks had a decent amount of turnover themselves. I don't know that they did enough to make up for what they lost. They also went into last season not looking like they were going to be as good as they were and ended up pulling together to become like an
Yeah.
incredibly strong team. I don't know necessarily that they will continue on like that elevated level of performance that seemed to come out of nowhere. Like is isn't Jigba going to be the outright best receiver in the NFL again?
Mhm.
Like, is Sam Darnold going to continue to be a capable, competent quarterback?
That's the
Is
question.
is the
That's the
defense going to
question.
be that level of elite without their defensive coordinator? And I think they lost a couple pieces.
They
Yeah,
sold the
yeah,
team. They sold the
Yeah.
team.
yeah.
So
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 like, one of their corners is now on the Eagles.
right,
They lost Kenneth Walker.
yep.
right.
Yeah.
Which, questionable whether or not they can deal with that. Like he was good, but he also is someone that like they didn't even expect to play all the games, and he was able. I think
And he
they didn't
showed up
even
in the
like.
Super Bowl. He showed up in the Super
He
Bowl.
showed up
That's
in the
what got
Super
him. Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the other thing. I mean, I know that we've mentioned this before. There were times during the regular season where Charbonnet looked like the better
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
running back.
I
And
think
he's
that's
still
what they
there.
saw. I think that's what they saw, and then that's why they're ready to
Well, and
move on
also
from
they just
Walker.
didn't want to pay him. I just they
Yeah.
That
they
too.
saw the trend of nobody is paying their running backs, and the teams that do end up not like
Yeah.
being able to compete for key position players.
I'm honestly stoked that the Steelers got Rico Dowdle for how cheap we got him.
Rico Dowdle's a stud still.
I'm
I
worried about
believe.
the Rams. I'm more worried about the
You
Rams,
better
honestly,
be.
than the
You better
Seahawks.
be.
Yeah, the
I mean, they
Rams
got
are.
Myles Garrett. That sucks.
They may get Aaron Donald
That
back.
sucks.
Yeah, if Aaron Donald comes back, and
I'm
he's
hoping that Aaron Donald is old and out of shape.
You
I
see the
think
videos? There's videos of him recently, and he's neither. He's cut the fuck up, still working
yeah,
all last year.
he's a
He's a
monster.
monster.
Yeah, but I also look at like, yeah, like you can still be in shape, but it's like you
but
haven't
not
played you haven't
NFL
played
shape.
Yeah.
you haven't played football in
That's true.
quite a while. Like I don't know. I always have apprehensions about these teams that are like the clear favorite
Yeah,
at this level.
you're right.
Because I mean, honestly, take a look at the two sports that are now done this year. You've got the NBA where Oklahoma City was like, well, they're gonna win. The whole year it was Oklahoma City's the best team. They're better than everybody. They're gonna win. Bang, they lose. The Colorado Avalanche in the NHL were the same thing, where they were
Yep.
fucking better than everybody. Bang, they lose. So I just
Dodgers, please.
For the love of God. So I always look at in the NFL, there's always a team that comes out of relatively nowhere, where you're like they're way better than you expected them to be.
Yeah,
Last year for sure. Too.
last year with the quarterback for the Seahawks. I mean, who
I mean,
expected
I
him to win
don't-
a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected either of the teams that made the Super Bowl to be in the Super Bowl
I didn't.
that year. So like I always try like I know that people are high on New Orleans as like a team that they expect to kind of
They're
make
gonna
a
make
big
a step. I think maybe
big
not.
jump.
We'll see if as long as Tyler Shuck doesn't have some kind of sophomore slump.
Yeah,
I mean,
But-
I'm leaning heavy on Detroit
Yeah,
this year.
they got an easier schedule this year for sure.
I would
Like-
agree with that. And same with the Texans. CJ Stroud had an embarrassing, especially
Yeah.
postseason last year, and he completely fell off. But their defense is maybe the best in the NFL,
Yeah.
secondary and line. I mean, as far as talent goes. So we're going to see what does that do for them. They're probably going to win the AFC South. The Colts are still a bit in disarray. The Titans are new coach, new everything. The Jaguars, I just don't have faith in Trevor Lawrence, even though this new combo that seems to have happened down there, he played great last year. Travis is still talking about how he still wants to play both sides of the ball, and they're like, no, you're going to play defense. But apparently, so far in camp, he's had almost equal number of plays on both sides. Nobody can do that in an NFL season. I don't care if you think you're a unicorn or not. You can't play both sides of the ball and survive a season. I just don't think it's humanly
possible. That's a lot
possible.
of wear and tear.
Bro, it's so much.
Yeah,
and he's a mid receiver.
He's a mid receiver. He's an incredible back. He's an incredible. I think
the
money was for defense. The money was for defense. He made some incredible catches last year. That over the top, legs up in the air. I mean, focus catches. He's great. But do you want one of your best defensive players out there breaking his leg, getting a 9-yard catch?
Yeah, like
they really need to get what's his name going. Their receiver one that just didn't get the ball last year.
Yeah, Brian Thompson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, honestly, they had there was a couple weeks there where Parker Washington was
right.
Parker Washington's
incredible for him.
Yeah, he ain't bad.
Like honestly, I think that division is going to be tight between those two teams, the Texans and the Jaguars. I still think the Jaguars are really good.
I do too.
You think they can beat the Texans in the division?
Yeah,
I think they can.
I think they can. I'm a believer in Liam Cohen. I wasn't at first because he looked like such a fucking dumbass when he did Duval, but apparently he's a quarterback guru. He's like got Trevor Lawrence on there.
He's AFC Sirianni. He just has the most retarded press conferences.
I love that.
Yeah, right.
AFC Sirianni is great. That's so true. All right, so who's winning? Are the Patriots or the Bills winning the East in the AFC? That one I can't.
Well, are the Bills good?
Their quarterback is.
Yeah, but they were a bad team last year that I thought that they were going to get beat by the Jaguars.
Yeah, I did too.
In the wild card game. They made it further than I expected. But
I mean, you watch that playoff game over again, and you go, man, the Jaguars should have won this game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right. I mean, they lost that one in spite of themselves, but like, and that is what the Bills do. They had comeback wins. They had that like crazy comeback against the Ravens.
Yep.
Yeah, week 1. That was week 1 Sunday night. That was a crazy ass game.
Which that scrambled the Ravens for a while. Like they did come back. They got better towards the end of the season, but like that sent them into a disarray that like it took them a while to recover from.
I just realized I'm the only person in here that lost weight and didn't bother changing out his wardrobe. Look at you fucking studs, all smoothed out and shit. I look like I'm wearing fucking Andre the Giant's boxer briefs or some shit. God damn. I hate all of you. The Bills are a vibe team to me. Yeah. Once something bad happens, they fall apart because I think that's what happens with their quarterback.
They lost their coach, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they fired McDermott. The offensive coordinator is now the head coach.
So not much is going to change, right?
Well, in terms of their offense, but their offense is honestly what was good about them last year. So I think it's all based on whatever the defensive coordinator they hired does and how the defense performs.
Who's their DC?
I actually do not remember all the
I'll look. I forgot
who they brought in. But like, I mean, I like them getting DJ Moore offensively.
Jim Leonhard is how his name is spelled. I'm sure it's Leonard, but never heard of this cat. Replaced Bobby Babich.
Well, I mean, the head coach was kind of the defensive coordinator for that team.
True.
Over the last couple of years, McDermott's a defensive coach. I'm trying to remember where this guy comes from. He might be part of the Packers.
His penis. Oh, sorry.
I don't know if DJ Moore really moves the needle for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's certainly better than what they have.
They.
What are the Patriots going to do? What are the Patriots going to do with the real schedule? And a little bit of turmoil and a high incredibly high expectations, crazy high expectations.
That is tough. You've got weight of expectations on you. They do have AJ Brown now, even though didn't he hurt his thumb and then
Yep.
Vrabel made fun of him?
Yes, because he's a dick. Vrabel's a fucking asshole. Real quick about Vrabel. He changed the rules after games that the players couldn't have their kids in the locker room.
Right.
But his kids could be in the locker room.
Because fuck them kids is what he said.
Fuck them. Yeah, but his kids could be in there.
Now,
So-
which kids? His
Oh,
wife's
his
kids?
kids
or-
Didn't she name her kid Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
Mikey
might
Jr.
be his.
Oh shit! Oh,
Have
my
you seen the
God.
pictures? Like
looks
side by
just
side,
like-
they have his
yeah.
kind of like downsy eyes.
Oh, did he fuck up over some wrinkled bag stuff too?
You
God
can't hide
damn.
your downsy eyes.
She's one of those. Maybe it's because of my age, but she had that oddly sexy thing about her. I don't know if it was the attitude or the comment. She had a thing about her that I could see the vibe. But
She looked like she throw down for sure.
was she worth losing an NFL head coaching job over potentially though? Come
He's not
on.
gonna lose. The
He's not.
Patriots job?
He's not, especially with
Yeah.
their owner. Their owner's getting banged out by 16-year-old
he's
Thai
like,
kids in
nice, dude.
Florida. So
You did what?
Yeah.
Nice, bro. And you got us AJ Brown?
that's why he can't
Yeah.
say anything. But then again, what if his players start doing some fuck shit? And then what does Vrabel have to stand on with them? You know, you gotta have some self-respect in how you carry yourself. Do I, Mike? Weren't you banging that 75-year-old grocery bag in a bar that everybody out in the open?
I don't
Not
know.
even
It's
trying
not
to hide
college
it.
football. I feel like
Well-
you don't really have to be the model of behavior for your players as a
Well, that
coach
was-
in the NFL. Like you know, you set the tone in the locker room as far as like being tough.
He is,
But,
and he's
like-
that. He is that.
That was the thing I kind of always held against Saban, where he would complain about players going in the transfer portal
Yeah.
and all this other stuff, and it's like, dude, you left the Dolphins in the middle of the night with a note.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Nick Saban was the highest paid employee of the state of Alabama for a decade.
Alabama Jones.
Y'all, his office, I've seen his office down there in Tuscaloosa. His office got a $1.2 million renovation. They spent $1.2 million just on wood for his office. All the players get Hellcats when they step foot on the campus.
Not Yellowwood.
Not Yellowwood.
That's
No,
an Auburn man.
none of that. None of that War Eagle shit. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Mendoza? How do we see him faring in the NFL?
I think he'll be playing by week 6.
Yeah, they're gonna ditch Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely by week 6. Now that's
There's
a
a
line
spider
I'll
crawling
set.
on me.
I'll set it 3.5.
I hate spiders.
Well, Kirk is as old as he is. Nobody has managed their money that they get better than Kirk Cousins in the NFL in history as far as getting paid versus the output that he has. I think he's still a good quarterback, but
He's a businessman.
Mendoza, he's the best one I've ever seen in the NFL. But Mendoza
Best
will
agent.
absolutely will be starting by week 6 because he has to.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to. And I think he's going to be all right. To me, he's a system kid. And Signetti knew exactly what to put around him. If they pay attention to what his strengths are, I think I don't know if he's the second coming of Tom Brady, but I think he's going to be a successful quarterback. So he probably won't be at the Raiders very long.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did bring in Seattle's offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
as the head coach. So I'd imagine that they'll be running a very similar offense to that.
They got 17 running backs, right?
Well,
I mean, they got a shit ton of running backs. They took Jeremiah Love, I believe, if I remember correctly.
No.
no, that's
Who took him?
Arizona.
Arizona's the one. Didn't they also? Who got?
Well,
Kenneth
they
Walker?
took Genty last year.
Yeah. And did
Kenneth
nothing with
Walker
him.
went to the
Didn't he go to the
Chiefs.
Cardinals? Chiefs. That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm
the Cardinals
expecting-
could use more running backs because they lost all of theirs last year.
They don't have a quarterback.
Where'd Connor go? Did James Conner go somewhere else?
I think he's still there.
He just broke his leg really bad.
Yeah, like multiple places kind of break.
And he was kind of old, wasn't he?
For
31-ish. maybe?
for a
Year
running
seven,
back, he's
yeah.
kind of old.
Yeah, for a running back,
Yeah.
I would say probably.
But yeah, I think that the Raiders, I mean, this is so funny, is every time you hear a team when they draft a quarterback in the first round go like, listen, this is going to be the year where he learns and he's not going to start, and next year he'll play. It's just like every fucking time I hear that, it's like, all right, week 5 he's playing.
Yeah, and the fans are like, as soon as the
exactly
winning starter they brought.
And they're still going to be last in their division because they're not beating out the Broncos. They're not beating out. They're not going to beat out the Chiefs. Maybe the Chargers, depending on what the Chargers do. I'm a big fan of the Chargers quarterback. I think he has never been able to really reach his potential there. But I don't see them beating out the Broncos, Chargers, and the Chiefs this year. Maybe next year, but not this year.
I could see them having a better record than the Chiefs.
Really?
I don't know how you're buying in that hard that you think the Chiefs are going to finish last in that division.
You think they're going to be last?
I think they could be. I think there's a scenario where they could be. I still think that third is probably where I would lean because I think the Broncos and the Chargers are better than them.
Yeah.
On paper. The Chargers are a weird team.
They're a weird team, on paper.
Right.
Like everything we're talking about is on paper. Like obviously,
I like bringing in McDaniel over Greg Roman. You know how I feel about Greg Roman. I'll fucking kill him someday. But
McDaniel is going to run game. Is where he's going to really excel for them.
Well, and not just that, but once because he does the same thing that Shanahan does, which is like use the run game to spread out the field to open up the pass game.
Yeah.
So I think that it will ideally get our boy Ladd McConkey going again.
That's the man right there.
Because he was just a no-show last year, pretty much.
Stomp McConkey.
Well, they lost their offensive line, Joe. They just lost their offensive line guys one by one last year. So Herbert had no time to throw the ball to anybody. I'm a big believer in him, and I will never get off of that bandwagon until he proves me dead ass wrong. Harbaugh is such a wild card. You have no idea what they're going to do.
Yeah. Well, let's see how many interceptions Herbert throws in a playoff game this year.
Oh, what was it? 4? Is that what he threw in the last one?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he didn't want to play football anymore that year. Didn't he get hit more than any quarterback aside from Cam Ward in the NFL last year? He took a beating last year. I think Herbert's little pretty IG girlfriend was like, honey, I need you to come home for a little while. Advice that Travis Kelce, I feel like, should have listened to with his new billionaire wife. Signing again, bro, go home, live your life, have all this money. There's no reason that Travis Kelce should still be playing football.
Yeah.
I think he's still got some gas in the tank, but I think that tank is half empty. And that's as full as it can.
See, this is the thing with the Chiefs that I look at is that, all right, their big offensive ad was Kenneth Walker, who's a guy that has an injury history.
I'd say Rashee Rice is also an ad because they didn't really have him a whole lot last year.
He's going to drive them all. He's going to drive them all everywhere.
Yeah, but that to me doesn't.
Well, better than having either of the coach's sons driving anyone.
Or Mahomes' dad.
Mahomes' dad.
Or his brother.
His
gay brother. But
I just with the Chiefs, that offense, I don't like.
What's the Chiefs over and under this year?
I think it's 9.5.
You'd take the under?
I'd seriously consider it.
Wow. Well, I haven't looked at their schedule this year.
I'd seriously consider it.
With a $500 million quarterback. $1 billion quarterback.
Yeah, and no receivers. Nobody good enough to catch balls.
Damn, bro.
Who the fuck is supposed to be catching passes on that team?
That's crazy.
I think Rashee Rice is going to have a big year.
All right, I know y'all are going to be a better.
But is that enough?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
Even if Rashee Rice is good, then who else?
So you think they're a 6-win team?
That's kind of what I'm thinking about the Eagles, though. Now that Brown's gone, who else is going to catch passes other than Devonta Smith?
I mean, Dallas Goedert had his best year as an Eagle last year. Also, I think that defense is way better than the Chiefs' defense.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna tell you what, dude. I'm gonna tell you what, trainer. I think
also.
You're right.
Saquon is still better than anyone on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now
I was
that's
just talking about pass catchers.
now
Agreed.
that I think that's the actual key to the Eagles this year is and so far everyone on the offensive line has been very excited about the new coordinator. And I think that they're almost at like a they've done so much that they're almost at like a thank God level.
Isn't it their seventh one in 7 years? Crazy shit like that. How many
Yeah, oh
coordinators can
yeah.
they
Well,
go
because the
through?
thing is, the Eagles are on a cycle of either the offensive coordinator is so good he gets hired somewhere else, or he's so bad he gets fired.
Well, I think you nailed it on the Chiefs because I just looked at their schedule. I think this is always kind of a fun exercise. So they open against the Broncos. They could very easily lose that game, right?
And that's my other thing. I think the Broncos, they might be the best team in the AFC.
I don't disagree
They're
with
good.
you.
Yeah, the Broncos
The
are
next
pretty
week they play the Colts. They have got a good Chiefs got a shot against the Colts. The next week the Dolphins. So let's give them that one. Let's give them that one as well. Then they play the Raiders. I'll give them that one. I'll give the Chiefs the Raiders. Then they play the Chargers. I'm not ready to give them that. Then they play the Seahawks, the Broncos again. They play the Jets. They'll probably win that one. They play the Falcons, who have retooled a lot of stuff, just paid their running back. I'm not giving them that one. They'll beat the Cardinals. Then they play the Bills. That's always a great game.
It's a tough set.
So that's a toss-up. Then they play the Rams. I don't think they'll win that. Then they play the Bengals, Patriots, 49ers, Chargers, Raiders to finish the season. I think 6 or 7 is being pretty generous. 6. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm saying, I don't think that team wins 10 games.
I think you're right. I didn't realize until I looked at the schedule.
That is a tough ass schedule.
Let's look at the Eagles. That's what I wanted
You
to
think?
ask y'all.
Wait, so but you think they get beat by the Raiders twice?
No.
They could be once.
That's
I
why
think they'd be
Beat by
stealing
once,
one.
though.
They could steal one. The Raiders could steal one from them before people really know who the Raiders are yet.
Right.
My expectation is I realistically I'm they'll be in third place and they'll win 9 games.
Man,
That's where my head's at with the Chiefs is they're a 9-win team. They'll be in third. They'll miss the playoffs.
well, let's put your accent to work because I don't pay a whole lot of attention
Yay.
to the Eagles. They start off against the Commanders. I don't think that's a gimme.
It's probably not a gimme. It's a division game. I would lean towards win, but yeah, not a gimme.
Then the Titans.
Win.
You're probably going to win. You're probably going to win that. Bears. That ain't no gimme for the Eagles.
I would say lose. It's in Chicago. I'd say lose.
Then you got Rams.
But it's at home, and they always beat the Rams.
Good point.
And they always
except-
beat the fucking Rams.
Except didn't you guys? Oh no, you won by
You
a
won
field goal
last year. Yep.
Yeah. We blocked the field goal and returned it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
We
That
always
was
beat
nuts.
them motherfuckers.
So fucking crazy how that game.
Then you go to Jacksonville.
That's
Toss
a tough
up?
one. That's a coin toss.
Then the Panthers come to you. They'll lose. You'll win that game. Then it's the Cowboys at home for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles win that one.
They'll split with the Cowboys. They'll both win their home games.
Then you're at the Commanders. Then the Giants come to Philly. You'll win that. Then the Steelers come to Philly. I don't know.
They win that game.
Eagles win that game.
I don't know.
All right.
They win that game.
I hope you're all writing
Big
this
question
down.
mark.
Then you go to the Cowboys. Like you said, I agree. You'll split. You go to the Cardinals. You win that. The Colts come to Philly. You'll win that. The Seahawks come
Who's
to
the Colts
Philly.
quarterback this year?
Same guy.
It's Daniel Jones.
Is Daniel Jones still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's supposed to be ready last week. They say it seems a little early.
They did get another backup, and I'm forgetting who it is
Me too.
besides Anthony Richardson.
Riley Leonard.
Yeah,
They had Riley Leonard, but
I think they drafted
Easton
somebody.
Stick?
Your last 4 games are Seahawks, Texans, 49ers, and Giants. You play the Texans on Christmas Eve.
Did they draft Easton Stick? Who is this?
Who is that?
Easton Stick was in the league with the Rams. No,
This
maybe
is the Colts' current administration. This is their last year if they don't go crazy. They gave Jones so much money last year that they're not going to be able to afford to do anything. That you got that chick, the drug head owner's daughter down on the sidelines taking notes all day long and asking questions while people are trying to work. They've got no money left to pay anybody. If the Colts don't do something significant this year, they are going to break that entire team down to the studs next year.
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing is they were looking to be the surprise team last year.
They almost were until he got hurt.
Yeah, until he got hurt, and then they fell apart.
Ooh, Jonathan Taylor's contract ends this year.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This
Someone's
is it.
gonna overpay. Someone's gonna overpay big time.
Yeah,
For
this
sure.
is it. This is it.
And
for the Colts.
I would assume it would be the Colts.
Maybe.
Would be my assumption is that they'll re-sign him and for
Then
a lot of money.
all they're going to have is a quarterback and him, and that's all they're going to have.
Oh, I love the tight end. He's awesome.
How much longer they got
TJ
him?
Warren?
They drafted him last year. Tyler
Oh,
Warren.
that's right.
Yeah,
Or
Warren's
Tyler
a beast.
Warren.
Yeah, he's
He's
great.
awesome. He's pretty great.
But yeah, like Eagles wise, I kind of am leaning like 11 is probably the number that I have in my head. They'll probably win 11 games. That's probably enough to win the division.
You guys are the best. Now, I think you're right, by the way, but I want to put Miguel in a blender.
Oh no.
So with your substation schedule this year, let's see.
We also have a shit schedule in terms of travel. Like we have to.
You
our
sure
first
do.
game's in Australia, which
Oh shit! I forgot against the Rams.
yeah, against the Rams, we're going
You guys
to
think about
Australia a week early.
Mm. Mm.
I'm like Kill Tony's Chris Rogers, where I've just been painting the whole time.
All right. So you think it's fair to say that the Rams beat the 49ers September 10th to start the year?
I think the Niners are going to win the game
Okay. I hope
because
y'all are keeping track of this
because
on him.
the
You know what? I will say this. The two teams that always seem to beat the Rams every year are the Eagles and the 49ers.
we
So,
usually split it,
yeah.
You're both at a disadvantage
which
this
is
year.
funny. Which is funny because we usually do better in LA and they do better in
And scandal. Well, I almost said Candlestick. You're right.
in
Well, you get to make up for it the next
San
week when
Leandro or wherever
Yeah,
the
I feel
fuck
like
Santa
that's the-
Clara, where the team actually is.
the
That's
Dolphins.
the theme with that division. I feel like it's
I
always
would
like
agree.
lose at home, win on the road. It seems like between those three teams,
Yeah.
top in that division.
You get the Dolphins the next week at home. You'll beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so the reason I think that we're going to beat the Rams in the first game, we're flying out there a week early to get like acclimated and shit. They're
Smart.
flying out like the day before
That's stupid.
so that they never reset their sleep schedule.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I don't get that. I like they're going to hop off it's like a 14-hour flight,
I
maybe
thought it was
longer.
even longer than that. I thought
It's
it
like
was
a
even longer than
23-hour flight. It's something
Yeah,
insane.
It's insane.
And they're going to hop off, maybe get a practice in and then play the next day. I don't know. So I'm hoping that we get a chance to hit them in the mouth on the first game just for having the preparedness.
And you get 10 days after that till your next game as well.
Is
Because
it?
you play them the 10th and then you play the Dolphins the 20th. So you'll get plenty of time to get back acclimated from that trip.
What time is that game going to be at?
7:35 p.m. Central where I'm at. So 8:35 for you guys.
Ooh, okay. So they're doing it in the morning.
I think it's
In
like
the
10
morning.
a.m. there.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
nice.
You'll beat the Dolphins at home. Then the next week you go to Arizona. You'll beat them.
Oh, that's at home against the Cardinals that week.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Cardinals come to you. You go to Australia the 10th, and then you go down to Miami the 20th.
Oh, to Miami.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's a home game too.
What am I looking at here? Oh, I'm not bad. Yep.
so
The second team listed is the one that's home. I'm so stupid. Then the Cardinals come to you after the Dolphins come to you. So you'll get to clean up those 2
Yeah,
weeks.
you got 3 straight home games.
Yeah,
Dolphins,
and then the Broncos is
Cardinals,
your third.
Broncos.
Broncos is a toss up.
That'll be tough. I mean, home games
I think the Broncos beat them.
we don't really have a home field advantage. We do historically the 49ers have done well against Sean Payton.
That's true. All the way back to New Orleans.
Still revenge for the bounty gate that they got in trouble for putting bounties on our players before that playoff game that we beat them.
Well, after your
Beat the
3-game
shit out of them.
homestand, you go to Seattle.
Yeah. That'll be a loss.
I meant to look and see when your off week is. I haven't gotten there yet. Then the Commanders come to you. I think you
I
win
think
that
we
game.
have that.
Then you go to Atlanta. I think you probably got
We
that.
should have that.
Then the Raiders come to you. That's your then you've got your off week. After the Falcons, then the Raiders come to San Francisco.
No problem.
Then the next week you go to Dallas.
No
That's a
problem.
toss up. That's a toss up. You
Never
know
lost
it
to
is.
Dallas in my life.
You will. I think this
Never.
year you
I've
will.
never seen the Niners lose to Dallas. I don't think I've ever watched them lose to Dallas.
Is that right?
In the
Minnesota.
last several years, every time we play them, we beat the shit out of them. We've knocked them out of the playoffs twice, I think. Remember that game? Remember that game where Dak like tried to run for a first down and ran out the clock by accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got after the Vikings, Seahawks, Giants, Rams, Chargers, Chiefs, Eagles, Cardinals finishes off the season.
Oof.
That Rams,
who are we
Chargers,
playing in Mexico?
Chiefs. That's a good question.
Because we also have to go to Mexico at some point.
The Raiders would make the most sense.
I think that one's considered a home game for us, but it's in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mexico game.
And we tried to get the Rams, but they wouldn't.
That's your Vikings game. You've got
Los Rams?
Oh, against the
Vikings.
Vikings? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
You got that.
Los Rams wouldn't go down there?
No, apparently not. Which is weird because they were able to ask us to go to Australia.
Yeah.
And so in return, because that was Shanahan was like, yeah, they don't want us playing there because SoFi is just like a second home field for us. So they made us go to
Australia.
So we're going to make them go to Mexico. And then the league was like, nah, you can have the Vikings.
Pike, you've got a pretty good schedule this year.
It's not bad. There's some winnable games on there for sure.
You start off with the Falcons. Then you've got the Patriots, Bengals, Browns, Colts, Bucks. Who knows where they're going to be with what they got going on?
Yeah, they don't look like it's going to be good.
What
happened with Vita Vea?
I don't think he's signed.
He
just wants more money. I think if they give him the money, I think he'll stay. But I'd pay him. But
yeah, that's a team that I look at, like Tampa. Like I have them on like disaster watch because there's usually one team where you just go, oh my god,
I think that'll be the Browns.
They're a fucking but the Browns are the Browns. Like to me, it's like Browns, Jets, Dolphins, Cardinals. Like all right, they're all going to be the worst. Yeah. But there's one team where you're kind of teetering on. Maybe they might be good this year, but they might also be like really fucking bad. And Tampa is the one that I look at where it's like
I think losing Evans is really messing.
That's
with,
a big one.
Baker Mayfield's head.
Yep.
Like,
that's why he wants the money now, because he knows that this season he's not gonna be able to bank on his accolades from this season to get the money next year. That's why he wanted it now. I agree. And I think Vita Vea. They lose him.
If they lose him,
it's over.
Their defense was already bad last year with him.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
So
he's the shining point. Then you got the Saints, Browns, Bengals. That's a nice little run.
Yeah.
Then you've got Eagles, Broncos, Texans, Jags, Ravens, which is a hell of a run.
That's a run, yeah.
And then you finish out the year, Panthers, Titans. Hey, you're coming here. I never seem to get to see the Steelers here. So you're coming here January 3rd.
You got stomped on the fucking terrible towel. That's why.
Yeah. And by the way, quick thing about that story. That's back when Jeff Fisher was the head coach. After you beat the shit out of us that next game we did that.
I was at that game, actually. the payback.
Jeff Fisher ordered an official one and put it at the end of his driveway on this like almost like a flag stand and put glass around it and would touch it and take care of it every day to try to get rid of that curse that they did. And that's a very Fisher thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was oof. That was oof. That was oof.
Yeah, the payback game. My sister had, because she was working for a law firm that had season tickets, like nice ones, in one of the boxes.
Nice.
And I got to see that. Yeah, Steelers Titans. Snoop Dogg. I didn't see him, but he was in the same box apparently.
Holy shit!
It was the opening game of the season.
All right, I'm gonna have y'all help me with this one, then I'll bounce out. Because I know y'all have other things to talk about. Titan schedule this year. I know y'all don't know much about the Titans, but I know you know about all these other teams. We start off against the Jets at home. Then the Eagles come here. The Eagles are going to beat the Titans. Then we go play the Giants. I think the Titans will win that game.
Is it in New York?
It's in New York.
Ooh,
I think the
hate
Titans
that.
are going to win
Hate that
game.
for you guys. Have to go there early in the season.
Third game, I know.
Potentially lose all your players.
Oh, shit. Then the next week, the Ravens. At the Ravens. Titans are going to lose that game. Then I think our second toughest game of the season is against the Texans, because the Titans and the Texans are always a barn burner unless it's a complete blowout one way or the other. Derrick Henry had some of his best appearances against the Texans and the Jags. So
the Texans defense looks so good, though.
It's the best in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah. Then
we play the Colts at the Colts. It just depends on who they've got playing, I think, at that point. It's always the Titans have had a hard time with the Colts lately. Then the Browns come here, we'll win that. Bengals come here. Is Joe Burrow playing? You know, to me, that's the key. Jags and the Titans are always a hell of a game. It's the first one's here. Then the Titans go to the Cowboys. It's been a long time, I feel like, since we played the Cowboys, especially in Dallas.
Are the Cowboys expected to be good this year?
They're always expected to be good, and always.
Yeah, but they were bad last year.
They were bad last year. What did
the
they
defense
add?
was really almost historically bad.
Then they've got they got Pickens on a deal he doesn't want to be on.
They drafted Downs, so maybe their defense will be a little bit better. I still think their run defense is terrible. And their offense should be solid. I don't know if they're going to be as good in the run game as they were last year.
Dak's a year older.
I think that was a little bit of a surprise. I expect their passing game to be good. But I think it's another case of they're probably a 9-win team.
Yeah.
After that,
realistically speaking,
we got Commanders, Lions, Colts, Raiders, Steelers, Texans for the second game. I think the Titans can go from a 3-win team to a 6-win team this year.
That's how I had it.
Just due to coaching and wide receiver additions.
Yeah,
the offensive line is a problem.
Yeah, 6 was definitely around the number that I was thinking.
6.5 is the Vegas total, but
yeah, I wouldn't take the over on that.
Yeah, six is probably right around where they're at.
We need some good news down here, boys. It's been a long 5 year. Ever since
6 is better than 3.
Yeah, God, 2 years in a row, 3-14. Have either of you ever experienced that? I don't think you have. With your professional
the Niners
team,
were really bad for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah, but when they came back roaring, didn't they?
Kind of.
The worst Steelers team I've seen was quarterbacked by Bubby Brister, and that was
Brister.
That was maybe a 6-win team.
Yeah. The COVID year was probably the worst Eagles season in recent history. And I think that was a 4-win team.
How many times can y'all change offensive coordinators and keep any kind of consistency? Isn't this your quarterback's year don't you think there's more pressure on him this year to put up or shut up than maybe any other quarterback in the NFL?
I almost want to be he already won a Super Bowl. I don't understand. True. I don't understand the mentality of he's got to prove something. I don't know. Not really.
Don't you think he looked really bad last year overall as a season?
I mean, the offensive line was atrocious.
Yeah.
I know. It was just a line. It was a play call. The whole thing, it just didn't make any sense.
It was a
disaster.
You guys
were playing. It was a nightmare.
Yeah,
you weren't using Saquon properly. You weren't.
That's what I don't understand. Thank you. Why not? Why not having that stud out there? And there seemed to be beef or some shit. Of course, there was some stuff going on with Jen and AJ Brown, but why? I think
that was all Saquon? AJ Brown. Which honestly, this is another thing I didn't mention when we talked about the Patriots. I really hope that whenever he fucking loses his mind there, that they blame the quarterback again.
Damn, I nailed it.
He will. He will.
Bobby Brister, 1988. Chuck Knowles last year.
Chuck Knowles last year.
It was a 5-win season. I was wrong about the 4. That was the last time we've had worse than 6 wins.
AJ Brown will cause a big locker room problem this year, and I'd be willing to bet anything I had on that.
No, but this time they'll be AJ Brown's a problem, and not is it the quarterback's fault?
You're right. You're right.
Your
quarterback's been dealing with that ever since he went to Alabama.
In 2004, the Niners went 2-14, and then in 2005 they went 4-12. So,
jeez, that's been a while. 20 years,
even with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-14.
Yeah.
Who was your quarterback back in 2002?
Oh God.
Would have been just after Steve Young.
Just after him. So who was his replacement?
Oh,
2-14. I don't ever remember the 49ers being that bad.
Wait, that was the season you did bad enough to get Alex Smith, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Because
Alex Smith was really bad for a while too.
Yeah.
Was
Tim,
he was a
Tim
high
Rattay
draft pick.
and Ken Dorsey.
It was
were the
Tim
primary-
Rattay. I was
Ken
like,
Dorsey
Rattay.
too.
Alex Smith's one of the wildest stories to me of the NFL. When he was good, he was amazing.
Yeah, and then 2005, Alex Smith. I wouldn't say amazing. He was pretty good when he was.
You
good.
don't think he was pretty amazing when he was on? He was.
I wouldn't say amazing.
Damn. You probably cheered when he broke his leg and almost
That injury
died.
was nuts.
No. That was after we had unceremoniously let him go for Kaepernick, and I felt kind of bad for him. And so at that point, it was a nice story that he was playing pretty well.
I heard you said
it wasn't amazing. It was like
I heard you were Kaepernick's #1 fan.
I was
to this day.
Well,
I mean his viewpoints, everything about him. You say, let the man speak.
Don't make me go on a rant about Kaepernick again. Look. I don't even care that he pretended to have those viewpoints.
Yeah.
What bothers me is that it was all a manufactured story because he got in trouble for pouting. And then he turned it into, well, I shouldn't even have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And it's like, dude, that's not really what this is about.
It was not at all what it was about.
And he turned it into this whole thing where, like, and people still, I see people defending him online being like, he talked to a Green Beret to figure out how to protest in a manner that's like respectful to the veterans. It's like, yeah, after he got in trouble because he wasn't actually doing a protest, he just loved sitting on the bench now.
Yeah, you're right.
It was after he got benched. It was, and look, I would even say it wasn't really his fault. I mean, the team completely fucked him over. It was Trent Baalke had weird beef with Jim Harbaugh, got him kicked off the team, got all of his pieces kind of picked apart. They brought in that idiot Chip Kelly on the idea that he was going to bring a college offense, but instead he completely decimated the team. He nuked the team. Yeah. He screwed over. Because the thing is, and this is the only credit I will give Greg Roman is he created that system that ended up working really well for Lamar Jackson.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about that last Chip Kelly season. That might be the worst Eagles season of my lifetime.
Yeah. And that's, I think, the one thing that Niners and Eagles fans can agree on.
Honestly, no, I'm at the point
Terrell Owens rules and fuck Chip Kelly.
I'm at the point now where the end of Chip Kelly was so bad that's what fucking catapulted the Eagles to the success that they have now. It was so bad that they've now won 2 Super Bowls since. I can't fucking believe it.
I mean, that you would have thought people would have learned when Saban tried to bring, college game to the NFL. It doesn't work.
No.
Well,
it doesn't work.
Greg Roman and the Harbaughs have like a hybrid college game. That's why it's like the pistol formation. It's like using the shotgun way more than anyone else. It's like having the option for your quarterback to be a scrambler.
But it doesn't get you through the postseason. It doesn't get you through the postseason.
It doesn't get you through the postseason. And the play calling becomes very stale and very predictable under Greg Roman, and it's done the same thing every time. It completely falls apart and it melts down. But it does work for at least the beginning of the regular season. And it was working for Kaepernick.
It was.
And then he lost that. And they tried to make him play in the pocket, which he never was going to be able to do. And they took away his offensive line. Like they screwed him.
They did.
And I will say that he was a better quarterback than the last couple of years showed, and he could have stayed in the league if he didn't turn himself into a problem. And it had nothing to do with specifically expressly with the kneeling thing. It was that he became a problem.
I think he would have become what RG3 should have been.
he was going to be a backup on the Ravens, and he blew the deal.
Yep.
Like they were ready to sign him, and he fucked the deal up.
Did you see all the fake auditions that he did for teams where he wouldn't even show up to them after that? I mean, talk about somebody destroying that little bit of legacy that you had.
He
blacklisted
acted like
himself.
a dickhead.
Yeah, he did it. I agree. It's a shame too, because he was truly talented.
And then that whole Netflix thing is just so stupid. It was like, yo, like you were the guy when you were the guy, but like now you're acting like a different person, and that's why they don't want you. Like,
Will Levis, we all knew was going to be an absolute disaster.
Shout out Will Levis, dude, the Mayo King.
We all knew that, and one of the best things I've ever heard. I've heard probably every word Peyton Manning's ever said, because I'm a Tennessee Vol. He never won an SEC championship, and anyway, when he played at Tennessee. But I've always enjoyed him in his career. I think we're going to get his other kid when he's done with high school. Actually, I think he's going to end up going to Tennessee. But one of the smartest things he said was that when he first went to the Colts, he set the record for interceptions that year, his first season, and spent the entire season getting the shit kicked out of him on his back at the Colts. And everybody went to him trying to get him to do sponsorships, and he did none. He said, I'm not doing anything until I've proven myself in this level of the game. Here comes Will Levis. Leaks out a porn video with his chick before he even plays a snap.
Beast.
And then signs with
top
Hellman's
32 quarterback.
Because it got out that he once said in an interview that he put mayonnaise in his coffee instead of sugar. And then signs this Hellman's deal. So here we are as Titans fans watching this guy bobbling the ball on his way down and just throwing it over his head for somebody else to get it. And then it would go to commercial, and it's Will Levis doing splits on stacks of Hellman's mayonnaise.
Yeah, he was like a walking meme in the NFL.
You should have heard him. You should have heard him yesterday. Yesterday at the press conference, this man, Will Levis, who is going to be either traded off of this team or probably cut.
Wait, he's still on the roster?
He's still on the roster because
he was like in the Canadian Football League.
No, he waited until training camp last year to announce he had a shoulder problem and had surgery on it, so he was out for the whole year because he's a cunt. So he comes out day before yesterday during pads on training camp and says these words.
I heard this.
There aren't 32 NFL quarterbacks better than me in this league. You're number 3 on your own team. And
there aren't 32. There's like
64. There's 64 better than you, bro. So Hendon Hooker, who would have taken the Tennessee Vols to the national championship had he not gotten hurt at South Carolina, he is the backup behind him. We got Mitch Trubisky, who, by the way, looks like a stud in training camp.
I fell for that once.
He is but he's going to be the back. He's going to be number 2.
I mean,
Will Levis is going to be supplanted by a guy that he played against in college.
Yeah, I always this one thing I always have the mindset of like I will never take what anybody says about how somebody's performing at training camp. Like I
you
never.
can't. You can't.
Never.
But
Kenny Pickett undefeated in
hey, Calvin Ridley looked great in training camp last year and then couldn't catch the ball in the regular season. But hopefully Mitch Trubisky never sees the field. I mean, Cam Ward managed to get the living shit beat out of him last year and made it all the way to the last game of the season until he finally got, a shoulder injury. And I hope that he makes it through this whole season. But could you imagine the audacity? And I understand quarterbacks have to have a swagger. They have to have an ego. It's a completely different position than any other NFL. But when you're the third guy on your own team saying there are not 32 starting quarterbacks better than you, it's mental illness.
And to be honest, you're the third string on a team that like is
not a good team.
Yeah.
Not a good team. It's not like your third string on the 49ers or the Eagles or the Steelers. Your third string on the Titans, and you think you're better than everybody else in the league. That's just mental illness. That's embarrassing.
There are 32. That's great.
Boys, y'all are the man.
Andy, appreciate you making time for us. Coming on.
I couldn't thank y'all enough for the offer. I missed getting online and yapping with people, especially about sports. I've missed it. It's been a while. I kind of removed myself from kind of everything that I was doing for a couple of years, getting some shit together, and now we're back, baby. But I really appreciate you guys having me on this incredibly successful
All right, you don't have to be mean.
We're coming off one of our best weeks.
Hey, look, there's sometimes you got to say there's no way to go but up. You know what I'm saying, boys? And I believe y'all are there. Thanks for having
Speaking
me
of the
on.
Titans.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, look,
Tighten up, baby.
look.
Tighten up, baby.
If the Titans are surprisingly good, we'll have you back. Or if they're even worse than we could imagine, we'll definitely have you back. But you know,
I guess I'll see you guys in 28.
We'll see how the season goes.
See you in 28, boys. Hey, y'all take care. It's great to see you guys.
Appreciate you, Andy.
You too, boys.
All right. Well,
want to get any plugs in? Patreon.
Did you want to talk about what's his name? Skubal?
Skubal, yeah. Just to touch on it, Skubal and the Dodgers are ruining the game of baseball.
Yeah, welcome to being the Oakland Athletics, everybody else. Get ready for Moneyball.
Yeah. It's just that, like, I had a feeling that there was going to be a lockout next year anyway. No matter.
Yeah, I feel like that was what everyone said.
Happens.
The thing is, aren't the Dodgers also like doing it in a weird like deferred payment way where they like aren't actually paying?
Ohtani for sure, but like a lot of
Kyle Tucker is also deferred.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
So how does that work? Are they eventually gonna have to not be paying anyone because they have all that dead cap, or what's the deal?
So there is no cap. Baseball doesn't have a salary cap
at all. I thought that there was like at least like a
no. They have a luxury tax where if you spend a certain amount, they tax for every dollar that you spend on your payroll, but it doesn't matter because the Dodgers have enough money to pay that off. Like
worked for the Warriors for a long time.
It's I just really hate the idea that there isn't going to be baseball next year. I detest it. I like really hate it, and it's going to be over some fucking bullshit.
You think the entire year? You don't think it'll be like a half year?
No,
I think
the players'
it might
union
be
will make them sit out the whole year.
I think it'll be the whole year.
But I think out of it, we might get a salary cap, and more importantly than a salary cap, a salary floor. That teams have to spend X amount of money.
That would be nice for. Well, they're in
like,
Vegas
but
now,
like also, I don't think there should be a salary cap or even necessarily a salary floor. Like, I get the idea, but like, there's so many layers to this in terms of the business of baseball and how this all came to be. The previous CBA agreement being absolutely terrible. The previous owner of the Dodgers filing for bankruptcy. And in their bankruptcy agreement, they were allowed to do less revenue sharing than all the other major market teams.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, there's some fucking wild shit that has kind of led to this moment. And, like, everyone deserves... I mentioned it in the Discord that this is why this is America's game, is that it encapsulates America perfectly, where you have the 1% spending all the fucking money and all these welfare leeches fucking not doing anything, fucking over everybody in the middle and just ruining the game.
You think it's bad for you? It's not nice being a fan of the welfare leech, the biggest welfare leech team. Let me tell you.
I mean, the floor and the ceiling makes sense, though. You can't spend more than this. You can't spend less than that. I mean, it makes sense. You got to force these greedy ass owners to spend some of the money they're taking from the fans, because the Pirates have been like among the top 5 profitable teams in the league for like 10 years now.
But I would say that having a salary cap then does the opposite.
No, both. You do both.
I get doing like I get what you're saying, but like. You
can't just spend unlimited money.
I don't know, because the thing is, like, basketball is kind of struggling with the institution of the second apron, where it is like having a hard cap, and it's causing like a lot of weird problems for the players in the league, where they're just getting traded, even though they would normally be considered
like the balance that we're talking about is that like we should be rewarding the teams that draft well and, try and maintain keeping their teams together.
right.
And
And that's the thing that I never like. Nobody ever goes, okay, like with bird rights in basketball. With bird rights, you can go over the salary cap for guys that you're giving extensions if they've been on your team for enough time. But you still have to like all of that still counts towards your luxury tax or towards the salary cap, like it towards the second apron.
yeah.
Like there's no like, okay, well, if you drafted this guy and he's been on the team for 5 years, then you can give him a max contract, but it only counts against you as like 75% of that or any like it doesn't make any sense to me that none of the leagues, as far as I know, have instituted something where it's like, yeah, you still have a cap, but anyone that you drafted and has been on your team all this time doesn't count as much as you're paying them against the cap. Because like you should be able to pay Steph Curry $50 million and then still be able to build a team around him. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I understand with baseball that there are fucking cheap owners that don't do enough. Like that's totally a problem in the league. There are, like I said, there's about 7 teams where you can look at them and you can go, what the fuck are you guys doing? And what's funny to me is Tampa is one of those teams.
Yeah, and they're one of the best teams in the league right now.
But the one time they finally decided to pay a guy early, he was a pedophile. He was fucking kids in other countries. Like
at least we waited till an hour and 15 minutes in to discuss that part.
I mean, it's what he did.
Yeah.
But
Dude, Pedro Armstrong just put one in the street. They're smoking the fucking Dodgers. The Cubs are up 5-1 right now.
Honestly, that's the funny thing is, like, what if the Dodgers do all this and then just suck?
And everyone
gives like the Mets
best game. Yeah,
like the Mets.
Yeah,
and you know what? This might be, I'm going to direct this at Token Tony. I'm going to be directing all the things I'm about to say to Token Tony directly. Because he's like, oh, yeah, well, I mean, the Mets spend as much money, but they do it wrong. It's like, all right, you're going to tell me that there aren't 5 contracts on the Dodgers right now that would absolutely decimate any other team in the league?
Right.
The Kyle Tucker contract is a disaster. The Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell contracts are disasters because they don't fucking play. Honestly, the Mookie Betts contract now is starting to look a little like, he ain't what he fucking used to be.
He's 7th in the lineup.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean, how old is he?
34?
Like, it's not like every
only
free
33.
agent signing that they've had has been some spectacular outcome. It's that they have so much money that they could just keep doing it.
Well, we know where they're getting the money.
and I just, oh man,
Take me out to the ball game.
Okay, man, we will eat.
And we'll have some Cracker Jacks.
Oh, that's
the 7th inning stretch is nuts out there.
Why do they make a stretch so long? Hell yeah. We covered Skubal. Fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah, fuck the Dodgers, dude. I'm hoping and a praying, dude.
But also, like it. I mean, I guess like I don't know enough about the players to be like, oh, that trade makes any sense. But what I've heard from a lot of people is like it was similar to the Lakers getting Doncic for Anthony Davis, where it's like, well, you could have got so much more.
He was not like they got one top 50 prospect in that deal. And he was barely top 50. He was like 46th or something like that. They didn't get much, but
like to put it in perspective, they got Although, like, I am of the opinion of like fuck them prospects. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's the other problem with having a deal where it's like, oh, if you draft a player, then blah blah blah. Because like the farm system for the MLB is like so much more complex
Yeah,
with like the way it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you draft a guy, you're just not necessarily going to play for your team,
right.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Like guys can move around farm systems multiple times before being called up to the major leagues.
Right.
That is a thing. But I also think that like then in that case, maybe the rule should be the team that initially calls you up to the major leagues.
Sure. Like you're
Would
able to when there's still a prospect, but don't go guys go up and down.
Yeah.
guys can go up and down. There's also a thing of and this was a big deal with Chris Bryant back in the day with the Cubs where there's like an arbitration deadline sort of thing where they waited till after June to call him up to the major leagues,
So they
even
didn't have
though
to pay
he
him
was
the
like,
major league contract.
yeah, so they get an extra year before they have to give him a contract.
A year of control, like a
Yeah.
whole year of control on his initial contract. Baseball's weird, and it is all because of the farm system. Like that's probably the reason they don't have salary cap to begin with, is because of the farm system and how difficult that is to manage. But I mean, like, when's the last time the Dodgers called up a player?
Yeah, and like this is my other thing too, is that they have like this touted like, oh my god, this amazing farm system, and it's like,
Supposedly,
who?
right.
Fucking who?
Yeah, every one of their players played somewhere else. Pretty much. I mean,
Like,
at least
I
all
mean,
the impact
Muncie?
guys.
Muncie might be the only.
Yeah, I guess Muncie. Yeah, I don't know. It's they I don't know. They need to fix it or else people aren't going to watch.
Now that's the other thing is that like there are more people watching because it's the Dodgers doing well. Like, I mean, if I think if the Cubs were doing this,
Oh my god, the fucking Mets called that dude up that does the splits when he gets a strikeout.
oh God,
Not like on the ground, but like jumps up in the air, does the splits and lands every time he gets a
Is he
strikeout. They've been,
Japanese?
no, I think it's a black dude.
he's gay. I'll tell you that. He's a homosexual.
I remember hearing about him, but I didn't think that he would touch the major leagues. Apparently, they just called him up today.
And you know what? I don't want people to assume that because he's a Met, I'm saying this. If the Phillies called this guy up at this moment right now, I'd be like, this is a joke. Fucking fire everybody. This is a fucking joke. This is ridiculous. I hate this. Get rid of everyone.
Damn, dude. PCA's fucking it's the fourth inning. He's 3 for 3 with 2 home runs and a double.
Oh my God. What's the wind like 30 miles per hour out there?
It is blowing out. I was this close to, I mean, I'm too broke to be putting decent money on games, but over I think it was 9.5 or 10.5 seemed like a good bet, and it's 6-1 in the fourth right now.
Yeah.
Where are we at on time? We got to be past an hour.
I can't even tell you. That's another thing about
shit.
Zoom that I hate. I can't even tell you how long
Yeah,
we've been
I
doing this.
feel like we've been on for like at least an hour and a half.
Plug a couple things and call it.
I'm still not sure about the 22nd, but we will at least have season 5 of Dork September 16th.
Woo!
I believe.
September 16th at Rodney's.
At Rodney's, and I still don't know exactly who the guests are going to be. I got to figure all that out, but hey, we've got a couple dates. The season is going to get started at least by mid-September. And then I think actually September 30th, we also have a date in at a place in Brooklyn. So
Hell yeah.
Stay tuned. We're going to have plenty of episodes. We're going to have a bunch of episodes. We're going to have a whole season. Season
right
5.
here on this very channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, tickle the algorithm a bit if you don't mind.
Stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff coming. Join the fucking Patreon. Come hang out. Hey, we're gonna the fantasy football season starting soon.
Woo.
Join the Patreon. Get in the Discord. Tell us you want to play. We'll start a third league.
Yeah, get in there.
I've had a
Patreon's
couple people
$1 a
reach
month.
out. So we have to figure out how many people we can fit in the two
Oh,
leagues, or
we should
we
ask
might
if
just
Pace wanted to come back.
would be
Everyone's
helpful.
bye week. Everyone's bye week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, bring him back anyway.
It's gonna be the same as if we just put like the computer, isn't it?
I don't know. I think the computer would probably win more games.
No, it was
Yeah,
last time he literally auto drafted the whole thing. It gave him like 4 quarterbacks and
Oh
2
yeah, that's
kickers,
right. I forgot about that.
3
and,
defenses.
and that was the year that I was like, I'm gonna wait till the 12th round, get a quarterback. I'm gonna get a value quarterback. I got there, and I think it was like, who did I get stuck with? Oh, it was bad. It was very bad.
Was it Geno Smith?
Maybe I might end up streaming quarterbacks that year, but I was like, all right,
Yeah,
I'll
well,
just
because
get
he
like
also wouldn't
Tyler.
trade them.
Yeah, I was like, I'll get Trevor Lawrence in like the 10th round. I'll be fine. And then like I look at his team, and Trevor Lawrence is like his 4th best quarterback of 5. God, me, dude.
But yeah, reach out, join in. You know, we got a lot of football coming up. I mean, we're back in season for Dork Sports, and you know,
Yeah.
basketball's gonna start soon. There's gonna be a
Honestly,
lot of
we are
betting.
we are we are gonna have to discuss. Miguel pitched an idea for our betting record.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I do
for
like that
the
idea.
whoever is the loser of the entire season of betting, the 3 bets a game, whoever has the worst record at the end of the season, uh, has to become our official sideline correspondent for the WNBA for next season.
Yeah, you got
We
to
have to watch like
keep
at
up with
least
the
some of
dish.
the games. You have to like keep up to date on what's going on in the W.
Who's
It's
leading
a
the
short season, I
divisions?
believe.
I mean, we got to take a week off every month.
they, they have the meeting at the beginning of the year to sync their cycles.
Now, what happens if? All right, let's just say one of us becomes the WNBA correspondent, and they have a lockout next season, or they just cancel the WNBA.
Then you gotta stay
Well,
tuned for the news.
then the MLS.
Ooh,
Oh
MLS.
God! That's the
Oh
worst thing he
shit!
could have said. I think that might be worse than the WNBA.
Damn, dude. MLS as
It's
a
a lot more
stand-in.
games.
Oh my God! I'd rather be a WNBA correspondent.
You got a Philadelphia Union up there, dude. Come on, get
I
that.
don't give a shit.
They just had a crazy comeback the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
I still get emails from them
Tampa
for
Bay
going to
Roar.
that one
No,
game.
that's a different one.
I still get
Yeah.
emails from Philadelphia Union being like, "What could we do to convince you to come back?"
Was it a fun game?
It was sick. It was the year that they were good and they went to the national championship,
Because
and
I've
then
only
they
been
fell apart.
I've been to one MLS game, and that was Orlando City versus New York FC or whatever it was, and it was Kaká was playing for Orlando City, so I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
that's fucking sweet.
Yeah, that's
Ballon
sick.
d'Or winner.
I wanted to go see the Red Bulls when Thierry Henry was playing there, but I
Yeah,
never got a chance. It's actually the Red Bull Stadium is like not close.
no,
No, it's like somewhere upstate. I don't remember, but it's like a pain in the ass to get to. I can't just take the train there.
I figured they would have put him in Jersey,
Ugh,
but
Mike Evans is still out with a quad.
oof.
I was
Yeah,
thinking if it was one day, no worries.
That was another thing I was gonna maybe bring up when we were talking about the 49ers schedule and their record. I was just like, who the fuck is catching balls for that team?
Stribling has a hamstring injury. It's gonna be fucking Debo.
Pearsall's out for the year.
Pearsall's
Yeah.
out for the year. Yeah, they're giving him surgery that they didn't give him because they tried to do
That
the.
sucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
and there was a signing while we were here. Diggs signed with Washington.
Oof.
Interesting.
Oh, is that leaving Ayuk out?
Probably.
Ayuk was not.
I mean, he wasn't going to be there anyway, but
Ayuk already like blew his chance of going to Washington.
Oh man! All right, trainer, you want to get them junkies?
oh, guys, The Walking Dead Zone. Last week's episode, had maybe the most bizarre thing we've seen on the show yet. I don't know what crime was committed, but there were 100 cops out there. There were cop motorcycles, vans, fucking unmarked trucks that were police vehicles that all went to the Players Club.
Hey, you know what goes on there.
An adult entertainment
On Kensington?
establishment
Ugh.
at K&A.
Oh, can you imagine? Have you been in there?
No, actually. It just reopened. It was shut down for a while.
We gotta get you out there live streaming the Players Club.
Hell yeah, dog. And I still haven't been able to figure out what exactly happened in there. Like I've been trying to do some research and trying to dig up what the fuck happened in there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it.
Dude, I'm telling
you, gotta spell it with an A. Players Club.
Seems like a lot of cops for there to not be any like news.
Exactly. A lot of cops for nothing? But, we also had, all our junkies doing their thing. I think we figured out who runs the show down there in terms of the drug trade. He's a black guy in a green suit with a mohawk.
Fuck yeah. It's Jamar Neighbors.
It is Jamar Neighbors, dude. It's Jamar Neighbors. Dude, he went with a guy and bought a ticket to the train, but then just had a private conversation with him at the train tracks and then left after he got on the train and got out. Like, it was so weird.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So we're digging in. We're trying to figure out the mysteries of K&A. This started out as just making fun of dying people. It has now become an investigative journalism.
That's all that and more at Twitch TV /Mike T FGR.
Hell
and
yeah.
Pike Von Doom, Twitter and Twitch. Hit me up on there. Give me a follow. We're streaming every once in a while. Once football kicks back off, we're going to be doing the Sunday morning FGR lay. And I imagine on one of these channels, we're going to be streaming our drafts, our fantasy drafts. So
yeah,
stay tuned for that. And until then, we'll catch you next week. Peace.